Hi, this is me on Get Real. This is, I don't even know what today is. Today's Saturday. I took a shower. I didn't wash my hair as we were really late getting stuff done. I am really overwhelmed. So I have my closet that has eBay stuff in it, gifts. I have the Papasan chair I filmed myself working on. I didn't post that yet. I have some clothes in this bag. We can put these away. So I brought up some hangers. So my work, the product I needed to do was not available. And there was a little bit of a backup product. And I didn't see the coupon until I left. And I can't talk to, oh, I had to put the other clothes away. I cannot talk to the manager on duty. They won't talk to me for whatever reason. I don't know. I just work there. And our supervisor, who we had before, is not our supervisor. And I don't even know if they exist in the company. I don't even know if I'm supervised by my company. Hold on. Oh. I have, I didn't even do, I like slightly did my hair. It's a mess. Slightly did my hair. Oh my god, it's such a mess. It was good I was wearing a hat because I just like, I need to wash it. And then I didn't put any makeup on. I was waiting for my kids, so I came back and grabbed my bracelet for medicinal uses. So it is 12/15/2018, and I've about had it with these inspections. I was supposed to see patients yesterday, like a lot of patients, and I needed help with something that's a deadline. I have until the 31st to fix this. I just have a lot of issues right now. When we have these inspections, even if they give us more than one day, I'm usually run down and thinking any time that I have until the next time I work and the time after that is downtime. It's like not really downtime. It's like cleaning, dishes, groceries, taking care of the pets, taking care of the kids, driving people around. It's not really downtime. So speaking of downtime, um, this guy, I said I could go out for tea. I don't know if they said where will be a good place to meet. This guy's not my type, and he's wearing sunglasses. Where would be a good place to meet? Maybe Dutch Brothers would work. I won't be able to go. I won't be able to go today. I'll have to wait a few days to meet, though. This guy is not my type. He didn't have a picture. Let's look it up. He didn't have a picture on his OkCupid, so I'm like so clueless. Let's see. Does Dutch Brothers have herbal tea or mineral water? That was my other choice. Sometimes I prefer mineral water because it's like got a lid and you just decaf, Ceylon, Earl Grey, green Hawaiian. Oh no, heck no, I'm not taking no green tea. They only have a decaf. I feel okay. So I woke up. I set my alarm. I think for 7:30. So probably started going off at 7:20, the pre-alarm. And I was supposed to put my stool in the car and get a maintenance request. And aftershock, acai berry. Oh shoot! All these, I can't drink these teas. I think these are all pre-sweetened. These are pretty. Are these seriously all of them? I have no idea. I need a menu. I have never been to Dutch Brothers. Right, so I'm not gonna do coffee. I'm not gonna do anything sweetened. Lemonade. I don't think. Oh my god, I've never been there before. Okay, let's see. Does Dutch Brothers have unsweetened tea? Does Dutch Brothers have iced tea? Nutritional facts. Paris tea, 0 calories. It might have. This is Paris is smooth black. I can't even handle green tea the other way. I was having the worst panic attack ever. So this one is, yeah, I can't do Dutch Brothers. I'm not even, unless I could find out. I've never been there, so I don't even know. Like, Starbucks are everywhere. We're gonna go in the control journal real fast, and my FlyLady control journal, and then we're gonna go through the stack of papers here, and then I'm gonna have to go. This is recipes. Did I put recipes in there? Alright, so this is I paid for this. Okay, before bedtime routine, do a quick attack of your hot spot, 2-minute top, shine your sink. So I wrote in, talk children and after brush teeth in PJs, feed critter, shut down house, curtains, doors, lights, lock door, or lock car, straighten couches, put away stack of clothes, clean kitchen counters, 10 minutes. This is a pipe dream, dude. Like, somebody was on a hallucinogen when they wrote this. Not really, but I like wake up early and then I work, do this stuff and drive people around and then go to work, feed the animals, to go back to work until 1, 2, or 3 a.m. And I don't do that crap. I feed the animals, shut down the house, and that's it. And it's dark because people are sleeping everywhere. Lay out your clothes. Think about tomorrow. Oh, this is section 2. Check your calendar. Think about your clothes. Put away books, homework, notes, and backpack times 3. So that's 3 people. Make lunches. Gulp. Feed pets a rinse bowl of veggies for breakfast. That's a good idea. Cars. No. Charge phones / computers. Put mail away. Clean entrance area. So this is supposed to be every day. Brush your teeth. So this is take care of yourself. Brush your teeth. PJs on. Journal written. Gratitude list. Pray. Bible. Read book. Fix hair at least. Scarf or hair rag. Go to bed decent hours. So by 11. Smiley face. Build your routines and babysit for you. Before you know it, your home will be automatic running on autopilot. Updated. I wrote 7:15:17. I probably filled in. So this goes on the morning routine. Afternoon activities. Some of these explanations she says to throw away, but it has all the examples. She has the written of the basic weekly plan, but then they come blank. Housework done incorrectly, so bless your family. So this, here's a list I wrote. Oh, Mia's list Wednesday. It has Cheryl's name on it, so this has been around for a few days. And then Zone 1, detail cleaning list. Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4, Zone 5. And then I have something second bathroom, kids room. Oh, this is probably before an inspection, so I put that in there sometime. There's the emergency section. That should probably be in the front. Emergency numbers. Backup numbers for your records. Credit card numbers. What's for supper. Address books. Contact friends and family. How many? Special instructions for the babysitters. Meal planning. I have her books. There's a chocolate babble. How to make composting worm bin. These are all. Oh, there are recipes. Oh, that's weird. It's a control journal and the recipes are together. So I have a few recipes in here. So it's kind of good. I looked at it. I know. And then I have at the end, it got left behind for FlyLady. Shopping list: produce, veggies, staples, bakery, dairy, etc. Paper, personal, household, office products. Just activated charcoal, the first one, and we have that. That's a nice yard stuff. And then FlyLady community, get rid of your chaos. The 11 commandments. So I printed. I still have an old email address. Here's a letter as flying as a single parent. I had the Christmas one. Oh, here it is. Holiday control journal. This is going to be December 1st, 3-week cruise. Crisis cleaning 101. I did this once and it worked really well. Day before the holiday, tradition several weeks ahead of time. Lists for family traditions here. Popcorn, leftover turkey, fizz, or fuzz. It's fuzz and fudge. Decorations, cherry tree, snowman, wreath. Send gifts, or things to do. Send gifts back east. New traditions you may like to add this year. Making fudge. Have fudge on the top. And exercising. Things your family doesn't like to do. It's better to know now and be able to discuss it in supper. Oh, I had the holiday meal. Listen to this. Meat, turkey, mushrooms, veggie burger. Salads, taco salad, side dishes, rice with brag. I should go make some rice. Bread, toast, chocolate chip cookies, lemonade, warm tea, hot cocoa water, chocolate milk. Oh, hot cookie with marshmallows, fresh orange juice or frozen. Holiday breakfast, keep it simple and something you could make ahead. French toast, banana, apples, oranges cut before, grapes, Perrier, or grape juice with Perrier. Water, cream something. Oh, cream beef on toast. Oh my god, I love that stuff. What? This is like when I was not all 100% raw. Oh my god, I got smart. I love cream beef on toast. What could be a raw version of that? It's like food relapse. Holiday food heavy hors d'oeuvres. So meat appetizers, all this is blank. Veggie dips, veggie appetizers, carrots and spinach, fruit appetizers, apples, no bake cookies, gluten waffle. Maybe gluten free. We used to eat that gluten free waffles. And then they changed and made them gluten. My kids didn't like them after that. Beverages, lemonade, smooth mood, wheatgrass juice, wheat berry bread, New Year's. Nuts, Christmas nuts, weigh-in Tuesday the 3rd, 8:15. That was when I was in the weight loss group. Favorite holiday recipe cards, so they want you to take or write those. We protective sheet on it. And then here's the shopping list. Other recipes for baked, I put on the top raw fruit cake, fudge. I like the fudge. Cub Scout cake. The Cub Scout cake was a raw sugar unbleached flour cake, and nobody bid on it. So I bid on it, and I felt like an idiot. I felt like such an idiot. Nobody wanted it. We were doing the Daniels fast, I think, so we ate that. I don't think we bid on anything else. Baking ingredients, shopping list. Let me tell you something. That cake was really good. Like, you use, like, real butter, probably real butter. I don't think I used olive oil on that one. From scratch cake made with whole wheat or wheat flour, baking flour, and then all the other stuff, like sea salt, and then unbleached sugar, eggs, maybe organic or omega eggs that taste full, they taste filling and full and legit, and then the eggs and the icing. I think I had chocolate. Did I have chocolate icing? It was made from 100% scratch, and I'm if I did it the way I used to do it, put the unbleached sugar in the blender till it turns to powdered sugar, and then make frosting like that. That was really good. Like, it's making my mouth water. Everyone's like, we're not going to eat it. You shouldn't have put healthy cake on there. And nobody bit on it. It was like one of the most. Everyone had like chocolate cake, regular cake, this and that. Make ingredients. What kind of flour? How much? What kind of sugar? How much butter? How many eggs? What do you use to decorate? Oh, my daughter wants sprinkles. What do you package them with? And then other items: baking powder, baking soda, jam, chocolate chips, nuts. Holiday gifts list to purchase. What to buy? Think clutter free. That's good to think. How much to spend? Watch your budget. Where to buy it? Name of store. Is it ordered? Is it wrapped? Just 15 minutes. Shipping arrangements. Date to ship. UPS, FedEx, and USPS tracking numbers. Item completed. Receipt is in your envelope in the book in the back. And then, oh, here's another gift list. And here's another one. To make. Oh, to purchase, to make. Tanny, Richard, and Karen. Those are my kids. Those are all the names on there, my kids' mentors. Are you traveling this season? Put these dates. Who's taking care of the pets? Packing list. Time to decorate. So zone 1. Zone 1, entrance, front porch, dining room, wreath for the front door, centerpiece for dining table, lights for your picture window or porch, outside lights, electric candles. Oh shoot, electric candles. Kitchen, wreath for the back door. I don't need a wreath. We actually had a wreath on the back door, and I broke the wreath holder, and now I have. Oh, I didn't buy another one. I used a command hook, and now I have a big magnet with a hook because it's plastic decomposed. And the wreath that was out there is like got flowers on it, so it's in the shed. I don't know what to do with it. Centerpiece for your table, holiday dish towels, main bathroom holiday towels, master bathroom holiday candles, flannel sheets, or master bathroom, sorry. Living room, good centerpiece for your coffee table, lights for your tree ornament, tinsel, tree top or mantle, snow village, catalog orders, shipping deadlines, mail or early, party dates, school, church, dinner with friends, volunteer, deadlines for home and gifts. Review this list each week to make sure you're meeting your deadlines and to keep yourself procrastinating. You can do anything 15 minutes, break your deadlines. Take it all up to this page for your receipts just in case you need them later. This will also help you. I should do that. Where did I have some old, I had the old envelopes we have to lick. Oh yeah, the FlyLady, that was in my office in a bag. So I'm trying to do that. So it's December 15th, and she's got to do, I think she's doing this each week. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4, Zone 5. So that's like more. Oh, God. No, don't ask me. I'm so bad. We're going to look up, okay. Let's look up FlyLady. Let's find out what today is. We got to do this, guys. I said I'm never going to go through another inspection. I miss work. I miss patients. Me and my kids are freaking out. My kid is leaving. She probably already planned it. She is leaving for who knows how long, for like a day. She might not even be home. I don't even know if she'll be home during the inspection on Monday. So we're going to have to finish our room. My son is up. He'll be up. It's 1:49. So today I'm going to write it down and put it on the calendar so I can put the stickers back up there. I used to do the FlyLady. I think 2012 was a horrible year for me. 2012, 2013. I used to do the FlyLady, and I was doing baby steps, and I never got through all 30 baby steps. Sophia My Great Challenge had to struggle, and then the Fly Babies on Sophia's channel were like, dude, you should do the FlyLady, you should do the FlyLady, you're a busy working mom, you should do this routines, 15 minutes at a time. Like, she's like, it never worked for me, never worked for me. So then she read the books and got into it, and now she probably has more views than the FlyLady herself. She goes, oh, don't start until you do the 30 habits, so 1 habit a day, and then the declutter. I think it's the declutter challenge. You can't even. That's what's hard. You can't even do that. I think that's the worst for me, is trying to do the 30-day habit and then trying to not do the zones until you declutter your whole house. I think FlyLady said she took 9 months. I prefer to do the habits, which actually that's Sophia's list. FlyLady, cleaning, 30 bags, 30-day challenge. I have on my, well, I rather do the challenge or the day and the habit of the day, the zone for the week, the habit of the day, and then the weekly house blessing. So there was a time where this house was decent. Now, I'm not talking super clean, but decent. And it didn't take long. Unfortunately, we had to do probably prices cleaning for inspection, but it was like, oh shoot, you can do it. 2012, I don't know what happened that year. We had an inspection recently, and 2012 was a lot of junk mail unopened in boxes and bags and shoved in closets. A lot of weird, the stuff that should have been thrown out. I don't know if we had an excessive amount of inspections, if I was super busy. I think that was the year I went to med school for 2 years straight without a break. I had the summer, we had 4th of July, so I had the day off. I think I had to work. I had 4th of July right after school got out in June. And then we had 11 weeks, I think we had 10 weeks of the term. I had class Monday through Saturday. I think one class actually didn't start till the 2nd week, so I might have had, I don't know if it was the whole day or a few hours. Something weird where class started late. And then I had clinic Monday, Friday, and Saturday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, something like that. And I had the 10 weeks. So we already been to school for a year, didn't get a break. So it's not like you had a week between classes. I think you had class Friday or Saturday, then you had to go back Monday to clinic, or to class and clinic. And I was supposed to take a board exam that summer. I bombed it because I studied the wrong stuff with the wrong person. They were studying cardio, and I just finished cardio. And I'm like, dude, I passed cardio. I got cardio all the mind because we were obsessed with cardio, trying to make sure we passed that monster class. We heard stories from the past. We made sure we studied our cardio. And I didn't even feel I did that well on the quizzes. I don't even know the test if they had so many answers on the test. I just remember camping out on that futon downstairs, I'm not moving until I'm on my way to that test or wherever I had to go next. And then I had studied with someone who was a year younger or 2 years in school younger than me, and we looked at the board exam book, and she started with cardio. And I should have reviewed, it was a basic science. I think it was, yeah, I should have reviewed anatomy, because that's the part that I didn't pass, which was, when you're a 5-year student, if you're a 4-year student, you would take the boards after your 2nd year, because you have to complete all the basic science boards. If you're a 5-year student, if you take the basic science classes, you could take it after your 2nd year, or you could wait till your 3rd year. I waited. I postponed microbiology to make my schedule less busy, so I couldn't take it after 2nd year. So you have first term, first year, biochem, anatomy, physiology. Organ systems, whatever. Immunology. I don't know. I don't know if we had immunology yet. But I didn't take micro yet. First or second year, because you have then the second year. I know you do path. Started path. Yeah, you finish path before you take the boards. So that was, I believe that was 4 path classes. And so you end up going, if you don't take micro, you can't take the board. So then you wait another year. In your third year, you're taking classes for your clinical boards. So you're getting stuff that's not on the first boards. So I made a mistake of going through cardio, I think third year, and then taking the boards with someone who just finished second year. So she still had all of that stuff fresh. What I should have done is gone back and reviewed because then I ended up taking micro. So micro would have been fresh, cardiology. Cardiology is not just one class. You started anatomy, physiology, organ systems, biochemistry. You started, but then the cardiology class was basically cardiology and pulmonary medicine. So it's not just the science behind it, it's the how to be a doctor behind it, and how to prescribe medications, and how to do testing, and how to do, if you're doing herbal treatments and lifestyle change. So you have it in every class. You have it in nutrition, you have it in every class. But for the board exam, you needed to know how is this mechanically working in the gas exchange, pulmonary. We didn't do much pulmonary. I did my case paper on, I think I did it when someone had emphysema. I can't remember. I think they had 1, 2, or 3 conditions. So I did my paper on. And so I ended up with, should have, after 3 long years of school, and that summer being in class all summer in clinic 6 days a week, I should have reviewed what I went in the first day of class. Anatomy and physiology, and organ systems, and biochem, and whatever else. I can't remember. That's what I should have studied in it. Then I took it again. Was it third year or was it fourth year? No, I took it third year. I didn't pass. I was sitting in there, and the person next to me was racing madly, and the air conditioner was so cold. I had to put my gloves on to take the test. It was so cold. It was so cold. And the person next to me was obsessively erasing, and that person behind me, this lady next to me was Hispanic, and they were like stared at us like hawks. She was like she was shaking the whole table the whole time, and I should have asked if I could get up and move. I should have. It distracted me so badly. That's what happened the first time I took it, and I passed everything but one section. And the second time I took it, I passed everything but the same section. Passed everything. I probably got better grades the second time. Everything but that section. I was just like a couple points. As for manual scoring, it was just a couple points. If you only have 5 questions in that, you pretty much have to get them all right. Like, you might have 5 or 10 questions in that subject, and you got to get 1 or 0 wrong to pass. So that's important. So I got a physiology or anatomy book. Actually sold it on eBay. An anatomy book, Cliff Notes or whatever it was. I missed that book. That was a good book. I'm not gonna lie. So I just read through that book, and I hardly read it, but I passed it, and then 6 months later I took the clinical boards. But I was clinic, midwifery, everything. But I struggle with distractions, and I struggle with not thinking you should have studied what you didn't pass, and not sit at this lady's house and study cardio when you just did. Like, you've done more cardio than this lady. You should have ignored cardio, basically. So I'm sad. So habit of the month, pamper yourself. Some books. So welcome back. Today's Saturday. So this week are in zone 2. Oh, it disappeared. If zone 2 is, I don't know if it's ending on Monday or Sunday. Where'd it go? Today. Let's look at today. Okay. And go to your launch pad to see the following today's flight plan. Today's reminders this week's zone detail cleaning list. So let's see what today's. I don't know if you have to put this in yourself. I used to have the kids challenges. They hated. I used to send them emails. Oh, zone 2 is the kitchen. 27 trash boogie. Male hotspot. Counters. One at a time. Kitchen table. Alright, so the weekends I have nothing to do. My job gets canceled, or I have a 3-day weekend, and then I think I'm working a 3 out of 4 day weekend, and then I end up having my job canceled. There's no guys. It's crickets. This weekend I have an inspection. I'm freaking out, and people want me to work. So pantry, let's say pantry peak. Just so don't clean it out. Groceries. I actually did that. If your kitchen is clean but still cluttered, start decluttering. If your kitchen is decluttered, that means no more clutter. I think start to detail cleaning this. The art is cluttered, so I'm not gonna lie. We're not gonna do that. So, our dishwasher's broke, so we're gonna say, what do you call it? Maintenance. I sprayed this freaking Axe stuff, and then it smells so good, and then afterwards, for like a day, it smells like BO wherever I sprayed it. I don't know why. It's like, it literally smells like BO. And I lost 2 oranges, but I'm gonna have to clean off my bed and do laundry. So, I'm trying to find the month here, guys. I'm trying to find, let's see. Because I want to know when this ends. I guess it doesn't matter, does it? We just bought we had one of our timers of hers break. It kept falling off the fridge because the magnet is not the best, and it has a clip, so it ends up turning it upside down because that magnet has like a triangle. It's like under it where the clip is, and so it's not like tight to the refrigerator. It finally broke, and then the new one like fell like once, like right after we bought it, and it broke. And my kid was using it, and I felt really bad. I was using it, it broke. I'm trying to change the battery, and so I was like, dude, I probably just bought that. I should return it. But it's so sad. I'm not able to find this date, so I'm just going to say I'm not able to find this month. I mean, so check in. We have. Okay, I made a sticky note for zone 2, and I'm gonna actually work on that. I have a note from yesterday. I haven't done a thing on that note, and I gotta go to the post office. I did the Obamacare. The Obamacare was gonna be $454 for Kaiser, and $455 was the next one up. So this is the list from yesterday. I have Obamacare. I'm gonna X that out. My daughter, I went and got her. X that out. I didn't go to the meeting. Circle there. I didn't see patients. I called them, but I didn't see them. I didn't shower yesterday, but I did it today. Recycle downstairs, 3:15 to 5 clean, 10 to 11 clean, 12 sleep. wake up at 8. I try to wake up at 9. I didn't clean, so I'll have to do that tomorrow. Dishes. If I do dishes. So there actually is 5 things checked off, but mostly simple things like getting my kid to take a shower, which I was late on both of those. This is the 2 things. The first thing is when I have these inspections and I zone 2. Let's say wreath, centerpiece, holiday details. Okay. When I have these inspections, holiday towels and table centerpiece. When I have these inspections, my life, I get stressed out. What it used to happen, because I was a student, like I said, mostly 7 days a week, volunteering, going to church multiple times a week, going to my meetings multiple times a week, single parent, driving across, back and forth across the river, commuter traffic, and going to truck stops, going to all of these activities all over town. The church was at the end of the county on the east side. So when I moved back, even when I was on the east side, I was still in a different city as a church. And it was, and the lady who took me to that church was sleeping around with my husband at the time. And that's who invited me, and I stuck around for 9 years. Oh, I'm so hungry, guys. I'm so hungry. Where are my oranges? I'm going to be behind you doing the, I'm gonna take everything off my bed. Oh, there was the bottles I was looking for. I was like tripping out. I couldn't find the bottle that was on the floor. So basically, I had these inspections, and I freak out and like, oh my god, I have to study. Oh my god, I'm gonna not be a doctor. I have to study, and all this stuff, and then, or I'm gonna fail. If you fail one thing, you can lose your opportunity. It's your grade point average and all your scores. Your transcript goes to a place they can see how many times you had to take a class, and what your grades were. So for me, I like, how do I say this? I feel really sick right now. I would have my back go out because I'm like, okay, I start cleaning, and it wasn't even as bad as it is now. I didn't have the eBay thing, and my eBay is just getting rid of our stuff. Most of the stuff that's on sale, for at least a lot of it that's sold because it was more valuable than the stuff that I actually bought myself, was given to us. Someone else's junk, and our house is full of that stuff. I almost want to just take a box and take it to Goodwill. However, my income keeps going down, and I feel like I need to do something. I feel like I have a fever right now, by the way. I would have my back go out, and I'd have to lay down, so I couldn't even do anything. And I'm like, I have to clean though, but I couldn't even walk or drive or anything. Sometimes the kids had to like push me over to where I could plop down all the futon downstairs because I couldn't make it to my room. It was really bad. My back hurts all the time now, and it's I don't know. It's so busy that I don't just tense up and then start cleaning. It's so like so much other stuff has to be done, and I feel so sick all the time and horrible. My health feels like the devil. I was listening to Christian radio all night, which I haven't done in a long time, and it feels straight up like something fell on my book, and now my book is all messed up. It felt like the devil in my life destroying me and making my income so low, and now I'm even going to miss $50 extra of work for today. So I missed so much work because of inspections. I missed so much work in business because of inspections. I missed new patients multiple times because of inspections. I miss old patients. I'm distracted at work, clumsy, forgetful. I'm not sleeping. I get sick. I already said I get sick. I get stressed out sick, and then I get sick because you keep pushing it, and there's no days off. On a normal week, there's no days off, and there's not a lot of sleep time. If you're waking up at 8 and going to work until 3 a.m., there's not a lot of sleep time anyway, and then you got to add cleaning in that time. So I ended up this today. I say this every time. This is the last inspection I'm going to go through. I had to see patients. I have to go to my office. I have the year-end tax stuff I had to do. We make sure I got everything that I needed before December 31st. Like anything that would help deduct my taxes from business or anything that has to be done for the clinic from the insurance has to be done. Once January 1st comes in, you miss out on a whole year of something that could be worth a lot of money. And it's just horrible. It's horrible to me to think that I shift over here, busy, busy, busy. I'm working so hard to work because my rent is overpriced. And I went to school. Where does all that 7 days a week of school for 7 years in medical school, being on call for birth, seeing patients, getting calls in the middle of the night, and having to figure out how to contact my residents so that I could actually, you had so many hours to return a call, but because you were a student, you weren't allowed to give advice. They asked if they could go get some over-the-counter medication at the store. You have to get everything cleared by your resident physician, licensed resident physician, and you're just like, oh, but I have class at 7:30, so to call a patient. And I hated it because then you'd get these messages, and you'd have to go out, leave class, and listen to your message and call the patient and say, I got your message, so that will check the requirement that you got it within so many hours. Because in the phone tracking thing, will send you a message, but it only send it between like 9 and 9, or 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So when they call at 2 a.m., unless you call in the voicemail and then go to your phone, so then you have to be careful. You might get a whole bunch of messages at 9 or 8 a.m. So then you're leaving class where you should be listening because you have a quiz or a test tomorrow, and they're telling you what's going to be on it, or a project due, or attendance, and they know you walked out. But just like, oh my God, they called at 9:02 last night, and I didn't know until today or right now, or you're not going to call them when I woke up at 6. And then you call them, say, I got your message, that fulfills the requirement of calling them back. You're like, I can't tell you anything until I get my doctor, so then the doctor has to get your message, look up the patient's stuff, and then say, oh, what do they want to do? And then you have to like coordinate all that while you're in classes. I had lunch breaks once in a while my first year of school, med school. And after that, I didn't have lunch breaks. I had no lunch break. It was class after class after class after class after class from morning till night, and we would eat in class. One guy wouldn't let us, and we would eat, like I would eat in the car on the way to clinic if you had to drive off campus, or we'd eat in the clinic room. There was eat and drink, have to use the bathroom. Like you didn't get to just for 15 or 30 minutes. You just had to run and walk and eat while you're going upstairs and all this stuff. So then the other thing I was going to say, I don't know why my life is so horrible that I did all that sacrifice to work minimum wage or $1 up to $1.50 more than minimum wage. I don't know why my universe is going that direction. When I got on Christian radio, it's very white and middle upper class. I'm very black and very impoverished, and it's so hurtful to me to hear even the Christian kids and the parents talk about their gifts and this and that, and what their traditions were, and what their decorations were in their house, and it's all like a big house. Like even reading that was hard. Like we don't have space on our coffee table. The only space we have is a little tree on top of the coffee table. That's all we have. And so I just felt like I left the radio on all night, and it reminded me of the old church, and it reminded me of how black I am and how the disparity is with what those people were calling with their problems, and their problems seem so minor, with the exception of some of the health issues And to them, those are still, philosophy, reminding people that everyone has their struggle, and don't feel bad because your struggle is that you dropped a knife behind the couch and someone else is, they died in a car accident, or their dog died in a car accident or something. It's horrible. Um, but I sacrificed so much, and I said, at least I'll make a living wage. At least I'll pay for my kids. I'll set aside money. As I get out of school, I'll still have my kids 4 or 5 years until they need to be in college. I'll set aside money, pay back my loans rapidly so that I could get out of debt more in less than 10 years and build wealth and retirement and own a home and figure out how to own the property for the clinic, which were supposed to actually be, my original plan was that to be the same place, so you only have to pay one mortgage and we could live, work. And it just broke my heart that everything fell apart. And a lot of times I say, God, why am I here at this job? Why am I working minimum wage, staying up all night, and then have to wake up in 4 hours to take the kids to school? And I don't even feel right about, driving. Like, it was like when I was at births. But when I was doing births and I lost my job, you had to rest when you could rest. And you force yourself to rest and go to the store and get gas and make sandwiches. You force yourself to do that. And I feel like people are going to school for less than 2 years of their life to college, and they're getting over $20 to $35 an hour in the healthcare field full time. So not only are they getting $20 an hour, they're working 40 plus hours a week, potentially with benefits. And I'm just at my work 18 hours. I've been there for a year. I've been there more than, there's 4 people that have been there longer than me. And there's a lot of other people coming and going all the time, and they all have more hours than me. They get promoted, and then they get more hours than me too. And I can't, like, even if they added the shift, sometimes they add the cook shift and my name's not under it, then it's like, that would be 6 or 7 more hours. So that would be 24 to 25 hours a week. I can't live on that. I can't pay the rent. Even if I worked full time, I still wouldn't be able to live on that. I would still be scrambling. But now I've cleaned out all my savings. I was looking to buy some land. I was going to drive south and look for land this summer. I have no money left. And I'm really scared. I had been paying, because I make less than my rent. I had been paying, using my tax return, which was only a couple thousand. My income's so low. I've been using my tax return for the remainder of the rent. I didn't use it for anything else. The credit card bills, or credit card to pay for gas, food, and utilities, and everything else, toilet paper, and then the cash has to go straight to the rent. The cash plus the savings goes to rent, and everything else on the credit card. And then I scramble to try to pay it back. I'm about to start counting pennies to pay the next credit card. It's already off the charts high. I thought I'd make a living wage. I thought I would make at least $35,000 a year as a physician, a full-time physician, and I'm making nothing. So the second thing I want to talk about, I feel like sometimes you just feel like you could lay down and die, splat. Crosses in my eyes. And one person this week said, "Yeah, I look for breakthrough." I use the word breakthrough. He said, "Look, things will work out." The other thing is having where um, having where where the oh yeah, the online dating. So I was laughing because when I wasn't working, I was freaking out about stuff, and I was thinking I didn't do anything for my birthday, didn't do anything for Thanksgiving. I thought I was trying to make friends in my program and my 12-step groups and all this, and nobody pays attention. I asked people to go out. They're like, "Oh, I'm busy. I don't want to go out," and they don't want to go out any other week either. And I know they're like, "Oh, I have 4 days off, 3 days off every week or something." Like, you would probably have time. I know people get set in their habits and their chores and stuff, but like they're not even going to meet for 15 minutes after meeting for coffee or something. It's fine. Um, so I had got depressed this week because I had a using dream and that person didn't respond. And now all of a sudden, these guys, when I'm busy, they want to know what I'm doing today and if I can hang out and this and that. And when I'm not busy, they're nowhere to be found. They disappeared off the face of the earth. And I'm just like, is this God's way of saying don't go out with that guy? Maybe. So I tell people I am busy right now, but say I'm not busy on Friday or I got to get through this inspection. I am a person who in a class, women's studies class, they talked about privilege and actually they said stand at the wall. It was a lecture hall, so there was a lot of people, and take a step forward if you had all these things. It was like parents had a college education. You took music lessons. You did this. You went, they owned a house or something, blah, blah, blah. And I actually end up in the middle of the room. And everyone around me, I think 100% of people were white. This is Portland, by the way. I think 100% of people were white. I don't even know if there's another black person or if there was Asian in there. And those people are still by the wall. But when you are in the real world, so-called privilege of what my parents had, money, education, professional careers, music lessons, sports teams, all this stuff. I don't know what this is a long time ago, like 10 years ago. When you go out in the world, those other people that didn't have all that, like, uppity stuff, I like that word, uppity, cultured stuff, and education passed down from generation to generation, and we had educators in my immediate family, and in all of my family. A lot of my family members are educators. They ended up, you come to a job interview looking like this, what, black, versus someone that's white or lighter than me, and they're going to have privilege. So I learned the white guys were acting like privileged people. We're dating. They think I'm flaky because I work 7 days a week or 6 days a week, multiple jobs, and don't earn a lot of money. And they think I'm flaky because I really am a single parent. So if they're dating white chicks, some of these people have alimony, child support, welfare, and support from their parents or their grandparents or the children. And they're able to take some time off. They're able to show up with a manicure, their hair bleached and done, their makeup real nice, smelling good with decent clothes from the century. And I wear this freaking holy, look at all these holes in my shirt. And so it's like, they're used to thinking, oh, single mom, this lady has her kids 3.5 days a week. Someone else takes care of them, and she has money, and she has a little job, but she doesn't have to work full time. Or she has a decent job because of her demographic, and she can afford to put her kids in daycare. These guys are trying to treat me like you're flaky, you're not really serious because you're not hanging out with me. And I'm like, dude, you're talking to me at 2:30 in the morning. I'm still freaking out at work. No, I'm not going to hang out with you. I'm still at work. And guess what? I got to wake up at 8 tomorrow and take the kids somewhere. So I'm also not going to hang out with you after work. One day, this one guy, I wish I could have. But if this guy just wants to come to my house, then that means he's probably just trying to have sex with me. So I'm like, no. But I thought if I had a boyfriend and someone I actually knew and trusted and felt comfortable around, I'd be down for me after work or before work or even during my lunch break. And I only get the lunch break at one job. But, yeah, I don't want to meet a stranger in the middle of the night in some back alley or I considered actually meeting a stranger. I found out he didn't have a car. I considered meeting this guy at Winco. I was like, there's a bench there. It's a public place. I don't know what else is open. Oh, the Pie House is open. I forgot about the Pie House. You're not supposed to take your new dates to favorite places, so scratch those two. There's got to be like a Sherry's or another Winkle that I'd be willing to meet someone. I don't want to meet them at my favorite places. I'm gonna go and drink my lemonade and eat my banana. I gotta do this test. I took the trash out this morning. The recycling, I felt God said, turn the test in. Or actually, yeah, you have it printed off. Turn the test in. I have scribbles on one, so I'm gonna copy the answers in pencil on the other page and put it in the mail. And I had to find out 1 ounce. It's exactly an ounce. I haven't put the stamp on yet. These dudes asked me what I'm doing tonight. I even considered going out with this guy. This other guy. I don't get along with him. He has nothing to talk about with me. We talked about our kids once. We talked about the holidays briefly a couple times. So 1 ounce, $2.54. What the heck? Oh, that price is January 2016. $0.55. 1 ounce. The first class melon. Wait, that's just a regular freaking stamp. 55 cents? I was just thinking they were 49 cents. So that means his forever stamps are now. So each additional ounce, 1 ounce, greater than 1 ounce, add 15 cents. Is that right? That's a stamp.com. USPS. So price, to 2018. So it was a year ago that the stamp went up from 49 to 50 cents. Crap. It's like I buy these stamps for work and do mail stuff, and it's like it's a lot of money. So I'm gonna have to go to the post office and go in and pay 51. No, wait, 55 cents? What the heck? I've been paying 55 cents for stamps. I know I want forever. I know the price dropped briefly last year. It was like 2016. So I'm gonna have to pay 70. 70 cents. So I'll pay at the machine so I can type it in. So these guys are. I mean, like, dude, I seriously have stuff to do, and since I don't know you, I'm not telling all of you what I'm doing. Some guy started contacting me today, and I was just in my mind like, I'm on my way to work, dude, and I gotta get out of here. Like, I didn't have time to chit chat about even. He's like, oh, I was way to the gym. I was like, well, that must be nice. Like, I don't have that luxury. This guy is the one I looked at. He didn't have a picture on the profile. I'm like, this guy is not really my type. But I had these people that acted, and it's just individual things. They acted like they get what they want, and they whine and act like babies when they don't get what they want. Which was like if they wanted me to do something right now, like, dude, I am busy. So one guy's waiting for me to come up to tell him when we can meet, and I'm like, why doesn't he just mention something? And then, like, why doesn't he just throw a date and time, and I can adjust my schedule and be like, adjust my schedule, be like, actually, I'm available this time. I'm really hungry. I wish I could eat that cream beef on toast, mac and cheese with breadcrumbs on top, sauteed ham sandwich with some tomato, lettuce, and sloppy mayonnaise dripping out the side. Oh my god, that sounds so good. A little bit of toasted bread with a side. I just said mac and cheese. Okay, with a double helping of mac and cheese. Oh, it sounds so good. I have nothing. I have one piece of circle of a eggplant and a dehydrator roll to go eat it piece. But I didn't give up, and I was lonely last night. I didn't go to my meeting. I don't have any support system. I don't have anyone to talk to. I thought, let's just keep the apps. I don't use the apps. Let's just keep dialogue on some of these dating websites. But then I can't do anything right now. Today, it's not my weekend, and if they want to see that I'm working my butt off, being overcharged $550 for rent, having to work 7 days a week, low-paying jobs, they're not that many hours, so it's like less than 8 hours, 5.5 hours, 6 or 7, so you don't get that much money, and then failing at my businesses, they're just tanking. They are tanking. I've never seen them tank so bad as of right now, December 15, 2018. Again, no friends, no support network. Thought about going back to church. I was like, oh, I work Sundays. Thought about going to meetings, and I just feel sick, and I'm supposed to clean the house for inspection. So I'm really scared. They got me shaking in my boots, and I said to myself, you need to move so that when you have patients scheduled, you don't have someone say, I'm coming in your house, you have to be home all day, and we might not finish. We might not come that day. You might just take the next day off too. I can't sit at home, oh, we're going to send a maintenance person to fix your appliance. I sat home 3 weeks one time with the last manager. The refrigerator broke. I sat home, didn't go to meetings, didn't go to my office, missed appointments. She never sent a maintenance. They sent it to another person's house to check their dryer. They didn't send the maintenance. My refrigerator was broken. I was using coolers and ice to keep my stuff cold. And I missed 3 weeks of my self-employment. It tanked really bad those 3 weeks because I didn't want people coming in my house when my kids were not home. I thought it was an emergency. I thought it would only take like 24 to 48 hours. So I told myself, don't ever do that again. Inspections, they call me at 7 in the morning. Don't give me a notice that we're coming into your house. I'm freaking out. I missed a patient twice, 2 weeks in a row because of that. Didn't check my office phone. Probably didn't check the mail. It was a mess. And now this week I am sick. I had to do my son's GED testing, pre-testing this week. We missed the other week because I got home from work at 3:34 in the morning. He stayed up with me. We were up. We had to leave at 8 the next morning. It didn't happen. We were up, but he said he was going to crash during the middle of the test, and he couldn't. He was just exhausted. I felt horrible that week. Everybody called out sick at work. I actually had 2 managers come in to drive. So the one manager left because it was their day off. Managers, no one will come in for me to work with me. I don't even know if I had to cook. I was me and a brand new person that I was training who's at a higher level than me. Brand new person. And we were there till 3:30 and it was super busy. She didn't even rest. I was scared. The whole shelf of pizzas, the whole night were full. It was full. The last order that came in, the projected delivery time was 1:30 a.m. when we closed at midnight. The projected delivery time was 1:30 a.m. And that wasn't, I don't think, that wasn't the last order. That was one of the last orders. So she had more orders after that. I had like 3 carryouts that night, and I think I got 1 tip. I think it was one of our regulars. Thank you, God. God bless that family. Peace, guys. I'm so hungry. Oh my God.